It's not saying that I won't get married, but if I do get married, it's going to be what I want and not what the man wants.
This dude, how much money would you like him to make a year?
Over 60 million.
Wait, you say 60 million?
Yeah.
A lot of women today act like escorts. If a man has to pay you for your time in order to go out with you, you're an escort, okay? Because us regular girls are not charging men money to take us out on a date.
Whenever men tell women that their standards are too high and that you're delusional, when I heard it back in the day, I used to be like, y'all are just some haters. Y'all are pathetic and y'all be on some hating shit. Like, women, don't lower your standards. Girl, do not lower your standards. These men are pathetic. They're just being some haters. Initially, that was my thought. But now, I honestly unfortunately, I have to agree with the men. Women are delusional.
Men, you know when you see a beautiful woman that's out of your league and you feel scared? That feeling in your chest, it's called common sense.
The real issue is that a lot of women don't live in reality, unfortunately. We like to live in this place where every woman is just so attractive to every man. We all 10s. All my homegirls are 10s. We 10s. Any man would be lucky to have us because we 10s. Let's not be delusional.
Okay, so I be seeing a lot of women saying nowadays, like, men don't really chase women like they used to. What happened? You know what I'm saying? Men not like they used to be. And it's like, nowadays, a lot of women ain't nothing to chase. Back in our grandma day and back in the day when women were provided for and when women were taken care of, a man actually had to put in a certain kind of work to get certain benefits from women. They had to marry a woman to have a baby with her. They had to marry her to get her in the house cooking and cleaning. Nowadays, women give a man everything for the bare minimum. Like, these men had to go to the strip clubs to see a girl undressed. Nowadays, women just do it for free just because.
I used to think I had too many options. The reality of it is I have none at all. It's all an illusion. The internet allows us to think we have access to so many people. Who can you call when you are in need? Who's trying to get to know you spiritually? Who's checking up on you? It's deeper. It's deep.
Hey, these brothers. Man, women have raised the bar of delusion, man. Like we've been letting them make it for the longest, man, where every single woman thinks she's a 10. Every single woman thinks she deserves a brother that's 7 foot, 20 Lamborghinis, 30 men. Every woman thinks she deserves that. And we've been letting them make it. We've been letting them make it, man. But they raised the bar to such a level of delusion that it's just like it's out of control now. I was just skimming through the gram, man, and I saw this clip where I believe her name is Sasha Vickery, right? It's spelled different, but it's actually a cute name. Sasha Vickery or whatever, a professional tennis player, is now saying that it requires, to date her, requires a $1,000 deposit. To date her now requires a $1,000 deposit. And it's just a matter of time before more women start jumping on that trend. It may not be $1,000, but a lot of women are gonna get online saying, hey, you know what, if you ain't got $250 down, then don't even waste my time. They're pretty much already saying it. Like, if you're not buying my groceries day one, if you're not doing all this stuff day one, then you can't date me. And the level of delusion is just getting out of control, man. It's getting out of control. And I'm gonna tell you this. It's always been like this, but what's making it get out of control, man, is the fact that social media, the fact that a woman can have 2 or 3 guys jump on her DM, the fact that a woman can have a guy that maybe fits a certain aesthetics or a certain financial level, will hook up and have sex with her. Now she thinks that's her level of dating. And you can get online all day, every day now, man, and see women talk about, hey, this guy, he just came over and he slept with me and he left, or this guy just ghosted me, or this guy. Whole time they have a lot of solid potential men, shooting their shots. This is not new conversation. Shooting their shots, man. But a lot of women just think that, hey, you know what? I'm holier than thou. But to be honest, man, it's not even about it's not even about the $1,000, because she could have easily, to me, it wouldn't have been no different if she said $1,000, $1 million, or $5. But because it's not the dollar amount that she's saying that's required to even date her, the deposit. It's the whole principle behind it. It's the principle behind a woman saying it requires a deposit to even spend time with me. You know what I'm saying? Like what kind of guys is she even thinking about attracting, moving like that? For me, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm keeping it 100. There's not a woman on the planet that I would put a 1 cent deposit down to spend time with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, a lot of women think, this is the thing, a lot of women think that men think like them. And I'm mainly talking about these women that go out and spend, $1,000 up to $1,500, I'm hearing, to take pictures with Chris Brown. Men's mind don't work like that. Because you got to understand, for you to even be a man that says, okay, you know what, I'm going to pay a deposit to spend time with a woman, you're already putting yourself in an inferior position. You're already saying, hey, you know what, I don't think I'm worthy of you. Let me. You're already letting that woman know that, hey, you know what, I'm not the right candidate. I'm paying deposits to spend time with you. Like what type of guy would even go for that? So it's not about the dollar amount, it's the principle. It's the principle. It's like how dare you even come at me as a man talking, So that's one aspect of it, man. It's definitely getting out of control, man. But I'll say this also. You can also tell if she's speaking like that, you can also tell what her last relationship was. I made a video, man, this might have been, I don't know when this was. And it was on my old channel, so this is probably 5-6 years ago. I made this video. This is what it was called. I believe the video was called, She Will Always Have a Man on Deck, right? And in that video, somewhere in that video, I talked about something. I said when a woman is in and out of relationships, she's always going back and forth between the two types of guys. Like a woman will have a quote unquote good guy, safe guy, husband type guy. She'll get bored with him, then she'll go mess with the F boy or whatever category you want to put him in. Some people say alpha males, F boys, whatever. She'll go mess with him. And then once she gets fed up of getting done wrong by a certain type man, then she'll go back to the nice guy. So you can tell with her even talking like that, she's in a stage where she just got done wrong by somebody. She's upset, and now she's only speaking to the nice guys, because real ones ain't even trying to hear that. It's like she's not even talking to our caliber of men. She's talking to the bathwater drinkers. She's specifically talking to the guys that are, in the comment section of every baddie on Instagram. She's not even talking to us, man. So it pretty much just lets us know what she's been dealing with, right? And another thing is this. Man, I'm in my alma mater, Kilgore College. I think they redid this bridge. This bridge wasn't this nice back in the days when I was here. Kilgore, Texas. Another thing is this, man. You gotta understand, and this is what a lot of women don't understand. Right? This they don't understand. They don't understand. They don't understand supply and demand. Like, to even say something like, it requires a $1,000 deposit to even get my time. Like, she must have been out the game for so long that she doesn't even understand the climate right now. She doesn't even understand what's going on. She doesn't understand that the demand for women isn't high right now. Yes, there are still some men still out hunting for that one. Yes, there are some women that are out still hunting for that one. But for the most part, in general, most people are just in cruise control right now. Most people are just focused on self. Most people are just on the grind. And I'm talking men and women. You know, a lot of times we get online as men and we say, hey man, let's just ride out, be single, man. It's more peaceful, man. I can get more done. I can get further ahead. I can do X, Y, Z. Women are saying the same thing. For every man that's saying it, there's a lot of women saying, hey, you know what? I'm just not feeling relationships right now. I just want to be by myself. So that's kind of the climate that everybody's in. So she has to be out of her complete mind to even make a statement like that. You know, it's kind of like if you're going to go and buy a let's say you finna go and buy a P1. Let's say you finna go buy a Bugatti or something like that, and you go to the dealership, man. They're gonna say, hey, you know what? With these cars being so special and so rare and so in demand, you gotta give us something. You gotta give us $250,000. You gotta give us something. You gotta let us know you really invested, man, because these things are so rare. You know what I'm saying? You're not seeing anybody go down to the Nissan or Toyota dealership and having that type conversation, because the supply and demand is on a different scale. So you gotta understand, man, if the supply, if the demand for, man, they done rebuilt this whole college. This whole building is gone. You gotta understand, man, if the demand, y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? If the demand isn't there, man, like, so it's just a wild thing. It's just the levels of delusion are getting out of control, man. Or getting out of control. And I get on the gram all the time, and I see women that are I think y'all be using that word mid. You know, I guess that means, you know, she's the average chick, 5s, 6s at best type stuff. I see women that are mid getting online talking like they're Kelly Rowland, which even the Kelly Rowlands don't even talk like that. I see women that are like, you know what? Okay, she's cute, but if I saw her at Walmart, I would walk right by her. I would, you know, and they're getting online. This is what I be seeing. They're getting online saying things like, hey, women, how do some of these guys have the nerve to speak to me at the gas station, or have the nerve to jump in my DM? Like who do they think I am? And brother, they be 250 plus. You know, the whole Kevin Samuels conversation. They just be average chicks. I'm not saying they're ugly, but they just be average chicks, man. But since somebody jumped in their DM, since somebody saw them at the club, man, and got a hotel room with them, now they think they're the Beyoncés of the world. And it's to the point where it's funny. It's funny, man. But this whole deposit thing, I guarantee you, man. I guarantee you this whole thing is going to get out of hand. This Sasha Vickery, man, she gonna start a whole, she done raised the bar of delusion. Yeah, it was a whole building right here behind me, man. I remember I went to this, I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. I went to this school. I went to Kilgore College, right? I attended Kilgore College. I didn't graduate from Kilgore College. You know, school at that time, school wasn't for me, man. But I'm gonna tell you this. This building, I believe this building right behind me here. I think this building right here was the criminal justice building. And man, I can remember missing classes left and right all day, you know. But I remember one day going to class and learning something. Like what they taught that day, man. I just showed up one day and I was all ears that day. And what I learned that one day saved my life about a year later. Like something I heard in that class, man, stuck to me, and I was in a situation and some things could have went different ways, and I you know. So man, I just think about that. I think about that all the time. And so to be here right by it, it's a trip. But yeah, man, it's getting out of control. It's getting out of control, man. Like somebody, And I don't know the whole context of the conversation. I don't know if this was an interview. I don't know if this was a tweet. I don't know where it came from. So it could have been a joke, or she could have been. And the thing is this: she's pretty bad. Like on the picture I saw, where I saw the actual quote, she was looking almost like a dude, But I believe she was on a court or something. Man, she was looking kind of rough. But I googled her. Like she's a bad chick. She's cute. She's thick. She's chocolate. I mean, she's bad. But like I said, there's nobody on the planet that can be saying, hey, it takes a deposit from me, because you got to understand, the men you're getting ready to entertain by even just making a statement like that, they're not him. They're not him. And you would think her homegirls would have said something to her, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Just the levels of delusion, man, or it's just getting out of control. It went from being funny to just getting out of control, man. But I'll tell you what I think it is, man, to be honest. What I think is going on. The whole thing, men going their own way, the whole women, I'm tired, the whole shebang. I believe it's really just a reset, brothers. I believe this is all in the divine works. I believe that relationships have gotten so bad. And when I say so bad, man, I believe relationships have gotten so bad that just source energy is saying, man, let me put everybody in some kind of mental and spiritual timeout. Like it's just out of hand. And I'm gonna say this, man. Like, I don't even, like, I'll say it like this. Most people don't even really know people, like have friends type, know people in relationships where that relationship consists of people being faithful. It's not even a thing no more. Like we talk about free-for-alls coming in the future. Bro, we've been here. And I'm not saying all women. There are still some good men out there. There are still some good women out there. But it's to the point now, man, if you're in a relationship and the person you're with is on a girl's night out or out hanging with the boys, odds are they're creeping. Everybody's creeping, man. So I believe everybody just taking a sit down. I believe women getting to this level of delusion and everybody kind of just chilling. I believe it's divine timing, man. I'm almost tired of it myself, But anyway, man, I believe, like I was just saying, I believe that the delusion is just out of control. I'm curious to know what y'all think, man. I'm curious to know if y'all brothers would even shoot your shot or jump in the DM of a woman that says, it requires a deposit to talk to me. Or a woman that says, hey, it requires you buy my groceries before we go out. Or a woman that says that, and even this one. If a woman says, hey, I'm not doing a coffee date. And I'm gonna tell you this, I love coffee dates. But I normally do coffee dates after dinner dates. Like we might do 1 or 2 dinners, man, then it's kind of like, hey, let's just chill out, hey, meet me over for coffee. But I wish I would meet a woman that says, hey, I don't do coffee dates. What? Like what are y'all talking about? Who started this? And again, it's getting out of hand. And y'all know, just like I know, man, with women, it's all trendy. Whatever one woman does, whatever 10% of what women do, it just begins to spread. That's just how women conduct themselves. I'll say, like even now, when I get on TikTok, when I get on social media, man, it's like every woman has the exact same energy. Every woman is doing this. I don't know what this means. What in the hell does that mean when women do this? And they all have the same face. Go to TikTok and go through about 20 videos. 18 of them you will think grew up in the same house. They're all talking the same. They're all using the same facial expressions. I'm like, what are y'all doing? So that's how a lot of women think. That's why I'm saying this whole thing is getting ready to spread. If one woman is saying that we finna start putting deposits out, 90% of them are gonna be saying it in 5 minutes. You think I'm lying? Go and watch one of those pop the balloon shows. Just listen to the cadence of those balloons. You don't never hear just one balloon pop. It can be straight silence, nothing taking place. One balloon pops, 3 or 4 finna pop in silence. One balloon pops, 3 or 4 pops. That's how women operate. They operate in a group think. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Maybe that's the way the good Lord made them, so they could survive when the men were out at war. Hell, I don't know. but I know they move in group think. I know they move in group think. I don't know, man. And it ain't that serious, because it's more funny than anything. It's just conversation, if anything. But it is getting out of hand. Way out of hand. But yeah. Curious to know what y'all brothers think, man. Let me know. Do y'all think women should be requiring deposits?